All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Los Angeles Lakers video for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I do this every single day. I know you'll enjoy my other content, so go check it out if you enjoy. Today we're going to talk another Lakers rumor. First of the month's over now, so April 9th is the last day that you can make these additions from the buyout market, from the free agency. So the Lakers, they got one more roster spot. Who are they going to use it on? Andre Drummond made his Laker debut last night. Unfortunately, he did get injured. Doesn't seem to be anything long-term, or at the very least, doesn't seem to be anything serious, nothing like prolonging, nothing that should come up again in the playoffs, hopefully. So that should be fine, but I definitely don't think the Lakers are done making moves. I think they definitely need to make another move. Today, we're actually going to talk about Kelly Olynyk possibly joining the Los Angeles Lakers. He's actually on the Rockets right now. And I want to say before this video, I think, because if you guys know my channel, you know I live stream just about every Rockets game. So I watch just about every Rockets game. Since Kelly Olynyk came to the Rockets, he's actually been doing pretty decent. So obviously, he would help out the Lakers a bunch, but as far as the Rockets go, he actually fits what they're looking for quite nicely. He's a big, small man, if that makes sense. He's not a 6-foot or not a 7-footer. He's a 6-footer, and he can shoot the three, space the floor. He's somewhat athletic. So the Rockets, they haven't said anything about Avery Bradley. They haven't said anything about Kelly Olynyk, but that trade did cause a lot of question marks. Just kind of a weird trade to a lot of Houston Rocket fans when it first broke about Victor Oladipo, but they've been starting to come around, and Kelly Olynyk honestly has looked really solid. He's a solid basketball player, but he's looked solid for the Rockets, so we'll kind of monitor the situation to see if he gets bought out, because I don't really know. We don't know what the Rockets are going to do long term with him. But part of the reason I like Kelly Olynyk so much is because from the three, he's a career 37% three-point shooter. I know it's not like sharpshooter or anything like that, but he is a very good big man who can stretch the floor, and he's made significant strides on the defensive end this season. He's almost averaging a block and a half per game and almost a steal and a half per game. So defensively, he's made just major adjustments. He hasn't played too much for Houston, but in 38 starts for, I think it was 38 starts for, Miami this season. He averaged just over 10 points per game, just over 6 rebounds per game, still shooting the three ball at a semi-decent rate. I guess you could say he hasn't been shooting the three ball as consistently this year as he has in the past, but at 32%, it's not like it's horrific. When you play with guys like LeBron James, Anthony Davis, it helps create way more open shots. So that's what I really like about Kelly Olynyk, but Kelly Olynyk's at a point in his career where he just, I'm sure, really wants a ring. He's not too old, but he's not that young anymore. He's on a career. He's pretty solid basketball player, averaging just under 10 points per game and about 10 rebounds per game. Like I said, he's made some better strides defensively this season, but I mean, it's not like he's a lockdown defender. I don't think that the Lakers necessarily need a lockdown defender anymore now that they got Andre Drummond, that they are the number one ranked defense in the NBA. I don't think defense is something that they should focus on. I think that they should focus on somebody with a three-point shot, but the wing market for three-point shooters is not. The buyout market hasn't been that active this year outside of LaMarcus Aldridge, outside of DeMarcus Cousins, and then obviously Andre Drummond. So it's getting closer to slim pickings now. I mean, I've made a couple of videos about possible sharpshooters that they could target. Austin Rivers is definitely my favorite possible three-point shooter that they could target. But outside of Austin Rivers, man, there's not many options just readily available. So a guy like Kelly Olynyk, he's an aged veteran. He's not that young. He's not that old. He's right in the middle of the pack. He's going to come in, buy into the culture, buy into the system, and ultimately help win this Los Angeles Laker team another championship. So Kelly Olynyk, he's a really gritty player. He's going to give you his all. And honestly, he could be like a momentum shifter. He really can be. He's kind of that trick holding in the back pocket. So I like Kelly Olynyk, but like I said, we'll see what they do. We'll see what the Houston Rockets decide to do. The other guy on that team is Avery Bradley. He just played like 21 minutes for the Rockets last night. They've been giving him a little bit of run in the last 2 games. It doesn't make sense for Avery Bradley to be on the Rockets team long term. I don't know if they're trying to get value for him. I don't really know what they're trying to do with Avery Bradley, but I would say he is another buyout candidate that the Lakers should target. I know a lot of Lakers fans aren't too keen on the idea of Avery Bradley coming back to the Lakers because of what happened in the bubble last year. They feel like he kind of betrayed them, so that's understandable. But a reliable 3-and-D player, much like Kelly Olynyk, they've been in the league for a long time. They know exactly what they're doing. It's definitely something that could help. So we'll see what the Lakers do. We'll see kind of what the NBA does, but hopefully the buyout market starts to heat up a little bit more. Even if it's not with the Lakers, I would like to see more players get bought out and go to contending teams, just because I think it spices up the playoffs a little bit more. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys later.